There is a quote in A Course in Miracles that says, "Why could you not accept if you but knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by the one whose only desire is your highest good." So I'm sharing this story today because I do require to remind myself almost daily of this, as sometimes the events of in life doesn't really appear to be like the quote. And I'm going to share this story with you with something that happened that really shook me to the core, and I want to share this with me and also with myself. So it was when I left my country and I left being a plastic surgeon. I decided to go to France to do a pilgrimage of Mother Mary with my teacher Faith, and that's what I did. I just literally took a leap of faith and meet Faith, my teacher, in France. So we started in the north of France, and we rented a car, and we were gonna go all the way to Lourdes in the south of France. So it was like a couple days journey. So we started. Have in mind, I speak little French. I'm able just manage, but very little unbroken French. So the gas on the car was showing low, so we had to stop at a gas station, and I had a lot of issues just putting the thing on the car to pump the gas. So I was getting really frustrated, and I didn't want to go to talk to the clerk because of my French, which Faith recommended me that I go do that. So I tried to do several times myself. And finally, a biker dude, a Harley Davidson French guy, pulled up, and I said, "Could you help me in my French?" And he did. So finally, I'm relieved, and we started driving towards the south. We were like halfway there. We need to stop. It's nighttime. We need to stop for food and then look for a hotel. And after we stop for food, I'm gonna go and start the car. And it's in the middle of a countryside in France at nighttime, and the car would not start. I started to panic, and so Faye just told me, just calm yourself down. Let's call the insurance, the mechanic insurance from the car rental place. So I called, and in French, explained to him in my broken French what happened, and he just asked me a question. I guess it's common. He said, "What kind of gas did you put in the car?" I said, "Gasol." He said, I put the one that said gasol, and he said, "Well, gasol is diesel." I just felt my stomach drop, and I just went pale, and I just didn't know what to do. He just said, "Well, this is not going to be covered by the insurance because it was your mistake. So you're going to have to call this mechanic that is close by, like 20 minutes, and that's going to be on your own expense." I started to panic because I had no job and very little money to rely on, and so Faith just reminded me to stay calm and to keep my center, and just like that, I just started just breathing very deeply, and everything shifted when the mechanic just came. And as soon as I saw his license plate, it said 444, and if you know about angel numbers, you know that means that there are angels around, and you're being helped and guided and supported. So as soon as I saw that number, I looked at Faith, and I just exhaled very deeply, and I knew that we had a divine intervention. So that happened, and he was just so nice and took us to a hotel. And next day, we went to the shop, and all his employees were so friendly and kind, and they just asked us what we're doing, and we told them that we were going to go to Lourdes, and they said, "Well, if you're in a pilgrimage, this is the place to be. There's millions of people coming to this town, Paray-le-Monial, for pilgrimage, and you guys need to check this place out. So actually, after he fixed our car, the car, which was, he barely charged anything for that, really. He took us to the town of Paray-le-Monial, and we just had the most mystical experience there with my teacher. We went into a chapel and then into the most amazing rose gardens, and we felt that we were in heaven. The energy and the vibration of the place were so high because of the people, pilgrimage people going there and putting their prayers. It was so heightened that you felt out of this world, actually, and mystical, to say the least. So what I'm sharing about this story is because, you know, at that time when I felt that I damaged the car and I damaged the machine by putting the diesel, I panicked. And, you know, thank God I had, you know, my teacher Faye there to remind me. But just so you know, right now, every day, I choose to remind myself of that. And that is the reason why I am sharing this story with you. To help you remember and to help myself remember through you. So it's a win-win situation. So I would love to hear about your experiences, about instances, about when something looked really grim and hopeless, and you were able to turn around and have a gift from the situation. Um, I would love to hear your stories, and so please share with me. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. Have an amazing day. Bye.